quick point from the last person who said, why do police go to all calls? You should call other avenues, ambulances, 211, crisis centers. A lot of those calls, people call those places and then they call us because we're still the only response for a suicidal subject. They're still not going to send a paramedic in for someone who's high out of their mind cutting themselves because paramedics aren't trained to deal with something like that. And they're not going to go to those calls unless we're there and we're at the front of the line. So that's kind of a separate issue that she brought up I wanted to answer. But my main thing I wanted to talk about was, I believe the person from Southeast brought up and Michael did as well. When you grew up in neighborhoods like we grew up in where it's not a positive environment and police are all, basically every contact you see is negative, the only way you can change that is, like you said, from the ground up, is the officers doing it. I was victim of crimes lots of times as a youth, violent and not. And I never once called the police. It's not because I was afraid of the police. I was just like, what are they going to do for me? They never help anyone. I've never met anyone who liked a police officer. And the only thing that changed that for me was being in a situation where I was caught doing something where I shouldn't have been doing, and the police responded, and he was like the nicest person in the world, let me off. And I seen that you can change people's lives and put them in a different direction as opposed to maximum enforcement. And you can actually show that in the communities. And that's the way you can change it. Things like this, but mainly like Williford said, it's the ground level, the patrol officer speaking to people. That's how you get the trust. So you're not afraid to call police officers like the lady from Southeast said she's afraid to because of these types of situations.